Hi guys, it's Jess here from Minerva. I've got a great video for you today taking you through some amazing meat milk fabrics. So if you've considered buying meat milk or you're just really interested in good quality, sustainable and eco-friendly fabrics, then keep watching. But if you're not familiar with meat milk, then who are they? Well, in short, meat milk are a Denmark-based brand that like to give home sewers and designers alike an alternative option for sustainable, good quality fabrics. But when I say sustainable, what do I mean? Well, most man-made fabrics are made from chemicals which aren't good for our environment. But even natural fabrics often can use a lot of toxic chemicals in their production to turn the natural fibres into fabric. Another issue is that a lot of natural fibres take a lot of water to grow and in production. But what about meat milk? Well, meat milk fabrics are made out of something called Tencel. Now, Tencel is a brand name for a fabric called Lyocell. Lyocell has so many great properties, but just to name a couple. The source, firstly, for Tencel Lyocell is from sustainable wood plantations. These are controlled and they are certified to make sure that they are sustainable. Lyocell also doesn't use toxic chemicals in its production. And thirdly, it is biodegradable. Tencel Lyocell is award-winning for its amazing sustainable properties. So shall we go take a look at some of the fabrics? So I'm going to start with their woven fabrics first, and then we'll move on to the knit fabrics. Now, all of the products are going to be listed below the video, so if you like any of them, you can just click the link and go to the product page. Now, all of these are medium weight fabrics, apart from the very last one, which I'll show you. So they're going to be great for a variety of seasons, essentially, certainly spring and autumn, but even winter when you're layering with some jumpers, and probably perfect for our summer in the UK as well. So the very first one we've got is an 100% Tencel twill. As you can see, it's a really nice stripe design, and this colour is called cider. It kind of reminds me of like a rust orange. In some lights actually has more of a red quality to it, but I would say that this has kind of a thicker medium feel to it, although it does, float and drape really nicely. I can still imagine it being used for more of a structured dress or skirt or even shirt. It certainly wouldn't feel like a spring or a summer shirt, I'd say. Maybe something more appropriate for spring or autumn. So the next one we've got is a black jacquard fabric. This one does have a slight stretch to it. And as you can see, it's got this really lovely, interesting texture. It's like an abstract pattern. And it just means that I think it will give a really nice detail to your make, as you can really kind of see the texture to it when you move it in the light. So it's a really lovely one for, again, slightly maybe on the thicker side of medium. So, and a lovely dress, certainly, skirt, or maybe a thicker shirt. I think all I'd say is that it doesn't feel as soft as some of the other fabrics because of its texture. So I would probably go more for a skirt or dress for myself at least. So our third one is another Tencel twill. This is a stretch twill, so it does have a small amount of stretch to it, obviously not much as much compared to the knit fabrics we'll see in a minute. This is called warm sand, this colour. It's a very nice neutral shade, and as you can hopefully see, it's got a really quite nice kind of sheen to it. I wish you could feel it because it feels very soft. It's very lovely. So a very nice soft fabric. Again, I think because of the twill aspect, it'd be good for something more structured, maybe like even some trousers, certainly skirts, dresses, and a thicker type of shirt. This next one is a Tencel suiting fabric, and it's a non-stretch fabric. So as you can see, it's a lovely plaid design, plaid check. And so I can imagine it being used for almost like a light jacket, Certainly, again, I feel like I'm obsessed with dresses and skirts, but certainly a great dress or skirt could be made out of this. This colour particularly makes me think of autumn, so it'd make a really nice kind of light autumn jacket or, as I say, dress or skirt. But it does come in a variety of colours, so make sure you check out the other colours as well, because this is really nice fabric. Again, it's called suiting fabric, but it is a medium weight, so it doesn't feel too thick or heavy. Our fifth fabric is another kind of jacquard fabric. This one's more of a subtle design. It's called grain, and it's more just kind of gives it a nice texture rather than much of a pattern. But it's a really nice, again, medium weight fabric. It's a non-stretch fabric, and this one is in the colour mustard. If you have a look at the product page, there's some really nice community makes that's already been uploaded with this fabric specifically, including a nice wrap dress. So it is perfect for kind of your dresses and your skirts, as well as maybe something more structured. This next one is a what's called a crispy crepe fabric. So you'll see from the close-up, it's kind of got this interesting kind of texture to it. It does have a small amount of polyester as well as the Tencel. It is, however, a non-stretch fabric. This colour is called blueberry. And I'd say actually, although they're all kind of classed as medium weight, I would say this one feels a little bit on the thinner side. It does certainly have that kind of more floaty drape element to it. So definitely could see this as more of a spring summer dress fabric. So this next one is a slub linen. So as you'll see, it's got a kind of, that's the slub texture, and it definitely has a linen look to it. As is with a lot of Tencel fabrics, it's very soft. So compared to normal linen, it's got a really lovely texture. And I can imagine it would make a really nice pair of kind of floaty trousers or a floaty skirt, something great for the summer, that's for sure. It does feel slightly on the thinner side than some of the other medium weight fabrics. So it does kind of feel like it'd be a great one for spring or summer. There's a great example of a community make as well on the product page of some nice floaty trousers, which I recommend you checking out. Now we've got another Tencel jacquard fabric. This one, as you'll see, has got a nice kind of geometric droplet design in it. And as you move the fabric, you can really see that those little droplets catch the light, which is really lovely. And again, very soft fabric. And I would say this one maybe is a little bit on the thinner side than some of the other medium weight fabrics as well. So it'd make it a really nice kind of shirt or floaty dress or skirt. This next one is a Tencel twill fabric. This colour is called bright white, and it's called smooth drape fabric. And it is really lovely and soft, and has a very good drape to it, because I think because it is medium weight, it does hang really nicely, but also kind of floats really nicely as well. I'd say it does have maybe a slight like cream aspect to it than kind of your blue kind of bright whites you might imagine, but it's a really lovely gorgeous fabric. I can imagine it being very good for a jacket, a light jacket, or some trousers. Almost like a light summer suit would be really lovely in this. And lastly, we have a canvas, Tencel canvas fabric. So this one, as I mentioned earlier, is a heavier weight fabric, and this one is in the colour khaki. Now, I kind of thought of this being great for a jacket, or more, still kind of a lighter jacket, but heavier than some of the others would be. But actually on the product page, there's a really lovely dress that's one of the community has made. So definitely check that out, because it does show that it kind of hangs really well for maybe a more geometric or structured dress. Okay, so now we have the meat milk knit fabric. So these are your jerseys, your ribs, etc. The first one is this really lovely one in blue mist. It's a really soft jersey fabric. Now it's a medium weight, but to be honest, I feel like it's quite thin. It would make a lovely t-shirt or long sleeved polo top. If you're interested in making kind of sustainable basics, this is a great fabric to go for. But equally, you could make a nice kind of floaty jersey dress out of this as well. So really lovely. And I wish you could feel it, because it is really soft. The second one is this loop back French terry. Now this is more of a medium weight. You can see the way it moves it's a little bit stiffer than the other one, but still does have some nice drape to it as well. There's some nice community makes on the project page of this, so do check that out as well. This colour is amber and it does feel quite fine still, so it would be great for a variety of projects. This next one is the soft Lima jersey, and this is in the colour lapis. So there are other colour options available as well, but this is a really nice vibrant blue. As you'll see, it kind of moves so like butter. It's so soft, and moves and hangs and drapes so nicely. As I said, it's unbelievably soft. So if you wanted to create some basics for your wardrobe that are maybe a bit more sustainable, this would feel so nice against your skin in the winter, layered underneath something else. And it is great for those kind of long sleeve jumpers and things like that. So another very soft one. So this next one is your kind of more classic jersey fabric. So this could be made into t-shirts, long sleeve polos, a variety of things, but it is your kind of more classic light to mid-weight t-shirt kind of fabric. Again, variety of colours, and you could just make so many things out of this. It's really nice, and it's not quite as soft as maybe this one and this one, but it is still very soft. Okay, so these final three are your heavier weight jersey fabrics or knit fabrics. This is the Too Faced Code Interlock knit fabric in the colour pecan. And as you'll see from the way it kind of hangs, it's definitely got a lot more weight to it. So this would be great for something where you want a bit of stretch still, because it is a stretch fabric, but you want a little bit more structure. This next one is their Ottoman rib fabric. Now, I feel like I've said it's soft so many times, but this, particularly for a rib fabric, feels really nice and soft. It's got a bit of a sheen to it as well, which is nice, but in general, the rib just gives it a real nice thing of interest for a make. And I say that because there's some really nice community makes on the product page for this. I kind of was thinking about it more as a skirt, like a pencil, like stretch pencil skirt. But actually there's like some jackets and cardigans and jumpers made out of this on the community page. So check this out, because it could be used for a lot more things than obviously I thought of. And this colour is soft mint. This last one is a Ponte Roma double knit fabric. So it's probably one of the heaviest ones out of all of them, maybe next to the pecan one. As you can see, it hangs a lot heavier. But again, it's got that stretch to it, so you can make something that you do need some stretch for, but again, it's a little bit more structured. And the colour is deep green. So guys, I hope you found that really useful and you've got some inspiration now of what to make out of meat milk fabrics. Remember, all the fabrics that we've gone through are all below, so that you can click straight through to them. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the follow button above so you can see more videos to come. If you do make anything out of your meat milk fabrics, remember to post it on Minerva as well, so we can all see it as inspiration for the future. Until then, happy sewing and see you all soon. Bye.